Okay, my name is Arnie. I grew up in the area. I grew up in Port Colborne. I went to Steel Street School, Port Colborne High School, and I was in the Army for a while. I worked in a couple of the plants, and then me and my wife moved to Welland 33 years ago, so we've been here that long now. So we've been in the area and we really like it. My wife works at Niagara College, and right now I'm retired and she'll retire this year, and we're going to enjoy things around here. There was lots here for my children to do, lots of activities. My son played minor hockey here in Welland. My daughter played high school hockey at Notre Dame. We like going on walks along the canal. We went to the mall a lot, to the show. There was always lots of things going on at the show at the mall. The Welland Fair was always great. Once a year we went there. That was always something to look forward to. I think my children went to St. George's Park, to come to think of it, and swam there a lot at the pool. So I can't think of, just from a recreation point of view, that's about it for them. History was my favorite subject in school. I always got in the 80s or close to 90 with history. I think because I enjoyed the explorers, the wars, that kind of stuff, and politics of way back, and like the Civil War, the different World War I, World War II, the Boer War way back, and the kings and the queens of different places. So when I came to the library, there was a lot of books that I found that were interesting with history. And in fact, I ended up stumbling on a large book of the history of Welland, which I went through, and I cannot believe that what it looked like back in the 1800s. I remember, like, one thing that comes to mind is a blacksmith shop over on Niagara Street, and near the Main Street Bridge. I believe that's probably the oldest area, that intersection, and the different buildings that were there. So I'm kind of like, the library for me, I'm always looking up more things in the past, history. Like, I have an interest in that, and knowing where we came from and how we got here. So that's pretty much it. Okay, we moved from Port Colborne to Welland. I was working for Metropolitan Life at the time, and the office was on Niagara Street. And also before that, we were on Burger Street. My wife had gone to Notre Dame. She was from Waynfleet, and the two children we have, we wanted them to go to Notre Dame, so we thought, okay, moving to Welland, between my job and Notre Dame, we thought we'd come here. So 33 years ago, Welland certainly wasn't like it is now. For one thing that comes to my mind is the community center, which was the seniors when we first came here. So now that's been just about for everything. The dock, the rentals, the gazebos that are down in that area, that's another thing. The bands that on Friday nights at Merritt Park, boy, I could go on and on. There was the Food Fest now that we had in September. And the other thing, what I find is there's more things for seniors at this time. Like bus fare for ones that don't have a car and get around, and there's a deal on that. A lot of the stores, drugstores and that, have senior discounts. So it's a lot of benches have gone up around the canal, we've noticed, for people when they walk on the path. So if they want to rest for a while or whatever, there was hardly any benches when we came here. There was just the odd one, and now there's plenty of them all over. So it's really improved a lot.
Beautiful.
When we came to Welland, there was like what we've noticed on Main Street. At that time, there were restaurants. What comes to my mind is the Majestic. I think Captain John's, I think was the name of the restaurant, but they're not there anymore. There's a lot of changes from the restaurant point of view. On Main Street, there was lots of banking and things going on from a commercial point of view, and that's kind of moved out towards Niagara Street and north a little bit. Now, from my job point of view, when I left Metropolitan, I worked for Zurich, which no longer exists. It was taken over by another company. And then I got out of it at that time and I went in security. So I was a security guard until I retired 14 years ago. That's just about it. I think that people, particularly the younger generation or two below me, I think that they should notice more of what's going around them, especially from a nature point of view. The trees, animals, flowers, grass. The thing that I notice is that they're spending way too much time on their phones. They're either texting or whatever. And I think they're missing out on things that are going on around them. And I believe that the social skills are being lost, the communication, because of the fact that all these things are basically solo that they're doing. And I think that when they get into the workforce, you have to communicate and work with people. And I think that they should be more interacting with other people and communicating that way rather than spending so much time with devices and technology.